enjoyment's evident already of this big crowd at the Gabba. He's got Ponting playing a shot which probably wasn't on. Got the crowd buzzing. He's got the umpires on edge. The Pakistanis are just desperate for that edge. They'll take inside or outside.
Gilchrist came down the pitch just to have a little word, not quite in Ponting's ear, but that's enough to tell him just to steady down, concentrate on the thing in hand, which is not trying to thrash Shoaib Akhtar out into Stanley Street, but just to keep the partnership going.
This will be a new crowd noise for the Australians and for anyone playing here. You arrive at Sydney or maybe even Melbourne with the crowd being so close to the ground here in Brisbane. And it's in that atmosphere that you don't hear your partner, and it's important to maintain that partnership. Gilchrist doing really well, telling Ricky Ponting just to play straight, nice and solid, let this crowd die down. Don't give them too much to cheer about. Sliding off the wicket there. Sliding from Mohan Khan's gloves as well.
End of the over, 1 for 38.
He's brought the Gabba alive. His first over, after a fantastic reception by the crowd. Bang on target for the first one. A very fast bouncer. Working himself a single. Gilchrist misses over Mohan Khan. Very good pace right from the word go. At the end of the over, the Brisbane crowd here gave him a fantastic reception, which he acknowledges. He says, thanks for having me.
Shortage of flashlights going off. Hundreds and hundreds of them in the crowd. We've got a crowd of about 37,500. So I suppose from the sight of it, it'll be thousands and thousands rather than hundreds and hundreds of flashes going off just to show Akhtar's bowling. In the game at square leg now. Well, I don't know, Mr. Dalmir's watching back in India, but I did read that there'd obviously be no bouncers because bouncers not part of the one-day game.
Well, Ricky Ponting will be sending a little telex over there to say thank you very much, as if pace and bounce is not enough. With hundreds of flash bulbs to contend with. It's like the Olympic 100-metre final here.
That looked as though it came back quite sharply at Ponting. Bit of movement off the seam there.
It's landing in, zeroing in on off stump. Maybe a little high. It's been spot on right from the word go. Brute of a bouncer that he bowled Ponting. Got it straight, just a little high. Not easy to face, especially with all those flashes going off.
It's not your ordinary run-of-the-mill limited overs match. Had all the hype of the past week to do with Shoaib Akhtar. He's out, then he's brought back in by the chairman of the ICC. Then we had today where he has flown over from Perth, having said that he wouldn't play in the first two matches. Stepped off the plane, came to the ground, got into his gear, and here he is.
Australian 50 up. And they look like they mean business as well, the Australian batsmen.
Well, that's beautifully picked. That was the slower ball, and Ponting played it delightfully. Most wonderful coordination there.
Fieldsman behind the wicket had moved up. They were ready for the slower ball. The off spinner, and Ricky Ponting just goes with the spin. Waqar Younas skipped off the grass and it skipped past him. Beat him for pace down at fine leg.
Shot from Ricky Ponting. It's 1 for 58. Pakistan made 184. Australia 2 for 62 in reply. Ponting is 28. Bevan is on 2. Shoaib Akhtar, the bowler from the Stanley Street end. And Bill Laurie's in the commentary box. With him is Mark Taylor.
Thank you, Richie Beno, and a good time to come in as well. Shoaib Akhtar generating some pace. The loss of wicket of Gilchrist. Shout for LBW here going down leg side, but worth a shout. He was a long way across, was Ricky Ponting.
Geez, Bill, I'll be going up there. That was a lot closer than I think Ricky Ponting thought it was. But a long way across there, Ricky Ponting. Shoaib Akhtar was certainly up. It's just outside off stump. There's a bit of angle on it, so seemed a little bit, but I tell you what, that's fairly close. It may have only been a bit high. I don't think it was going down leg side.
Between slip and point. Wonderful atmosphere at the Gabba, the New York Gabba. Under lights is superb. What an ovation they gave Shoaib Akhtar too. They appreciated this young man's had a pretty rough trot over the last month.
This lot of ground 2 counts there, Bill. I can't work out why the field's not a little bit more attacking. No doubt that if Pakistan are to win this game, they have to bowl Australia out. Australia are already 63 runs off 13 overs, so the run rate's not going to be a problem. Pakistan need 10 wickets to win the game. I also think the Australian public wanted to see Shoaib Akhtar, and they were delighted when he came on to bowl tonight. Probably got as big a ovation as anyone today when he came on to bowl, and I thought it was great to see. His only problem, Bill, might be that he may burn out. He's been on an aircraft for about 5 or 6 hours today, all the way from Perth to get to the Gabba to play today.
Yep. Well played by Bevan. He finds a gap at cover point. Outfield very quick. Big draw cards in cricket are normally the batsmen that make big totals. Guys like Shane Warne, an exciting young fast bowler, was sent with Brett Lee in the test matches. And this young man striding at a beautiful athlete.
Very strong action. Doesn't leave too much in the bag either when he lets it go. He throws everything into it, Shoaib Akhtar.
2 for 66. Oh, there it goes. There's no extra slip in. And Ponting gets 4. If you don't attack, you don't win when you're defending small totals.
Yes, with extra bounce. Good thick edge. No third slip. 4 runs. Ponting looks to be in tremendous form, carrying on from the last 3 or 4 test matches. Started the season disastrously, 3 or 4 ducks.
There it goes, the stump's gone. Second slip, takes the catch. The young fast bowler gets a wicket. That's a big wicket. The wicket of Ricky Ponting. Well caught at second slip. It's 3 for 72.
Excellent catch. And second slip from Mohammed Wasim. That was going very quickly. It was a wide ball from Shoaib Akhtar. Ricky Ponting threw everything bar the kitchen sink at it, and an excellent catch by Mohammed Wasim. Took that very well. That's a big breakthrough for Pakistan. Ricky Ponting departs for 32. Australia now 3 for 72.
Steve Waugh, 277 one-day internationals. Average of 31, a strike rate of 74.7. Shoaib Akhtar's the bowler. Oh, close, he's got it! He's on a hat-trick! Shoaib Akhtar's got 2. Steve Waugh's not happy, but unless there was inside edge, that was plumb. All of a sudden, it's 4 for 72 at the Gabba.
Well, it's Ricky Ponting. It's a wide one, Ricky Ponting, that started the rock for Australia. A very good catch from Mohammed Wasim at second slip. Steve Waugh came in and first ball. He's back and across. And that's out. It's a very good decision. Shoaib Akhtar's on a hat-trick. 5 or 6 hours all the way from Perth. Comes to the Gabba on a hat-trick. Damien Martin, he's going to face the hat-trick ball.
Still no gully in, just the 2 slips, a short mid-wicket. This full house buzzing here at the Gabba. It's a good comeback by Pakistan. In comes Shoaib Akhtar on a hat-trick. Oh, it was perfect, wasn't it? He knew he had it right, and it was well played by Damien Martin. Spot on, good length at the stumps. The perfect hat-trick ball. The batsman just good enough to get some bat on it.
Perfect. Would have hit middle stump about halfway up. Damien Martin did very well. There's hundreds of flashlights going off too. The Shoaib Akhtar let that one go.